Got so foggy in my. Like I said, it takes about 3 or 4 times, getting in there and warming up the lenses. It got so foggy I couldn't even see. Hey, you got me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm getting ready to look at it. I ran some laps and then it got so foggy. Like I said, the I just got out of the shower, so the steam, man, just really fogs up the lenses. Takes a few times before my lenses get warm enough to where it don't fog up anymore. Oh, okay, I see why. I see why the car is slow. The left front is way up off the track. It's .6. So the left front can come down, and it looks like the right front is actually hitting over there in 3 and 4. In the middle of 3 and 4, it hits once, and then it's super low. So the right front needs to come up, and your rails are pretty split. Like your left front is way higher than the right front, like rail heights. Like the left front's picking up a lot. So I'm gonna do a couple things here from what I seen to it, and that should get me some speed in the car.
What are you in testing tune?
Huh? No, I'm in just regular practice session. I'll try this. I just took about 500 out of the left rear or the left front shock spring, and added about 200 in the right front shock spring.
I don't know if that'll do anything for the rails, though.
It may not, but I'm gonna find out. If not, then I'll reload it and then I'll start working with the Packer shims. I'll take
Take Packer shims out of the left front and maybe put one in the right.
right. It feels faster already. I can just hear the engine and it just feels like it's faster. It's still a little loose just because of the tire. It's not scrubbed in yet. Still a little loose through there. Still got to be picked up. Either that or this weather's track temp's a lot warmer. Because I should be running 3s.
Well,
It's
you
80.
know,
It's 83. I don't know what you had earlier.
Yeah, it's like track temp was down in the 70s.
Yeah. Shit, I gotta go look at it. That might not have been a big enough change. Plus, I gotta turn your volume up a little bit too. Somehow. And you're just not as loud for some reason on there, but I can hear you when the engine isn't running, but when the engine's up to full RPM, it's a little tougher to hear you. I got it better. I got the right front 0 and not hitting, but the left front is 0.4 up off. So I'll work, and I got the rails a little bit better. I still think I need to take a Packer shim out of the left front. That seems to be, like I said, I got the right front pretty good. I feel pretty good about that. The turn in was still pretty good. I like the turn in. Like I said, just the speed.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe doing it that way, maybe it just won't have any speed. Maybe it won't have the speed. I don't.
Yeah, first I'm gonna get the thing sealed off good, and then once I get it sealed off, and then I'll kind of look at it better. Right now, I just want to get the front end good, and I think that will bring speed in. And then I'll save it, and then I'll put my fast set in, the one I know that my best set, and I'll kind of see what kind of speed it has in here. That time it felt really good for 3 and 4. A little bit faster.
Yeah, you got a big fat turn on qualify meter so you can see where you're losing or gaining.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that when I go back out next. Yeah, I still gotta go down. got the rails closer with that Packer shim, but I did 2 Packer shims, and it's still, even the splitter is only dropped 0.1. That was it. So I'm gonna drop it another 2. Put 1 Packer shim in the right front.
Yeah, well, you got to remember, you know, with changing them corner weights, there's less weight in the left front now.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense because now you gotta adjust it more.
And then, you know, probably a little bit more in the right front. So yeah, probably to sit there and fine tune that.
All right. I'm gonna go back out here and turn on meter. Not gonna beat my best lap. So. There we go. Go out for another run here. Yeah, Dakota's in the race right now. It's Dakota and Chris in Discord, but Dakota's actually racing. He raced the 12 o'clock race. Definitely, it feels like it does. It feels a little tight still, like in center. Goes in pretty good. Then once it hits right here, it just kind of, you know, I don't know, it's just a little snug in the front.
Yeah, might need to get the front end perfected a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I may have went too far with that last change. I don't know, or still maybe not far enough. I'm trying to get the rails even first, and then really fine tune on the splitter. You see telemetry up on the screen or no?
No.
That there looked pretty good on the. Got the rails pretty close. If anything, I think I need to maybe go down a little bit, but the only problem that I was having with tight is the right front was hitting. So I got to put more. I'm about to put more, basically a right front Packer in. So I'm gonna drop the left front just one click on the shock spring to get that right pretty close to zero, or it should. And then I'm going to go up just a tiny bit on the right front packer shim and one click on the shock spring. And that there should put the car pretty fucking close to dead nuts. One thing I didn't even pay attention to is maybe the rear ride heights are too low. No, they look good. Loaded up anyway. Once we get the left side even, once we get the rails even and stuff, we might be okay. All right, let's try this again. So once I get it splitter sealed off and everything, then I'll save it, and then I'm going to load my fast set and see what kind of speed the track has. Because I mean, hell, I may only be running a 4 with my other set, or I don't know. At least I'll be able to tell on the tracker where that other set's doing good at, if it's on the straightaway or wherever it's at. Definitely seem to turn from center off now. Almost too good on the new tires. I'm going to ran a little bit faster right there already.
I feel like you can really drive that set down into the corner.
Oh yeah. I overdrove, I think, right there, and man, I kind of botched that up a little bit, but still pretty quick. Like I said, I just can't run it that hard when the tires are new. I gotta wait for them to get scrubbed in.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a couple of laps before you really.
You're right, get after it. But right here feels the best so far. It turns in real nice. It hits center, and the front still turns and rotates good. Now, I'm hoping once the tires start heating up, that I'll quit sliding. The issue that I'm having is just kind of sliding the rear end and having to catch the car. But it turns in super good right there. Probably that's the best I've had so far, like turn-in wise. Turn-in, and when I hit center, I'm still turning. I actually have to kind of back out of the throttle to get the thing to stop rotating.
Yeah, it's kind of what I have to do, but should bode well for a
long run. There we go. That felt really good right there. That was just a real nice smooth corner. If I can get one down pretty good, I'll be good. It's still like a hairline free, but it still rotates good. I'm still trying to find my limits here. In 1 and 2, I could drive it differently than I'm used to. So I'm trying to find out. 3, I think I'm pretty good and consistent through there. It's just turn 1. Like if I drive in too deep, I get tight center off. And then if I don't drive in deep enough, then I get back into the gas and I still get tight center off.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem is you're sitting there running 31.
What I'll do is I'm going to compare those lap times. I don't know how many laps I did right there. I'll have to go back and count my laps, and then that felt good. I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to load my fast set, the one that I feel the best with, and then I'm going to run it and kind of see and compare the fall off and compare the lap times and stuff.
Maybe try that first one. That very first one I sent you. Oh, wait. Did you save all of them? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe try to that very first one I sent you, because the only difference in that one and your set was it's got less mine here.
I didn't hear what you said. It's got less what?
Yeah, it's got less damn, I can't think of the word I'm thinking of. On the turn in. It's got
caster.
Less caster, yeah.
Okay.
It should be. It should say like 11 point.
It says 11.2.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I did different from your set.
Okay, I'll give that one a shot.
So I wanted to, put that in there to see, if you felt like it maybe turned in a little bit better. I felt like it did, but after running that set and how I could really turn in, it really still felt pretty tight on turn in to me. But I don't know. It's your set. It might have a different feel for you. I'm sure, obviously, your set's going to have one.
Now, mind you, that big fat tracker, I mean, that's after like 10 laps, so this thing's probably going to be buried in the green. Man, that feels, I mean, I can't say anything, but it definitely feels not as edgy. I can definitely get a fast lap with it right off the bat. Like, I don't have to sit and wait on throttle. I can just kind of get up and get after it. But I'm honestly shocked. That felt like that was going to be a low 4 my first lap. Maybe this track condition just doesn't have quite the speed in it.
Yeah, it might not, because I know when I ran that set against what you were running, I mean, I was able to run pretty much about the same pace with what I ended up with.
But this here, I mean, comfort-wise and getting up on the wheel, I can easily get up on the wheel with this, or at least just the smoothness of it.
Yeah, I think having that super high caster on the left front was just, you were fighting it getting into the corner. And it's not going to show itself as much in 1 as 3, but I just don't think you can run that high a caster in that left front. I think that was I really believe that was why you were having such a hard time turning in after so many laps. Because you were probably, I'm going to guess, you were tight in.
Caught the right rear on the wall.
You were probably tight in and tight off.
Damn.
I mean, once you get tight in, you're going to be tight all the way through all the corner.
Right. Yeah, that felt pretty good. I'll come back to it. I'm definitely going to run my original race set here. This is the original one that I felt like had the most amount of speed, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, and you can even implement that caster change in it too.
Right. But first I have to really see if it works, because like I said, I was good with this set for about 25, 30 laps, and then after that it progressively started getting tighter in 3. And it got to the point where I just could not keep pace getting in. I was good everywhere else, or pretty good everywhere else. I wasn't garbage like I was last night. I mean, last night that car it was not even close to being close. The thing was just garbage.
Even in that, it still wasn't that much faster.
No. But I'm also still in that stage of where the tires are kind of edgy, but give me a couple more laps to see, because usually I ran my fastest lap on lap 4 or 5, where the car stabilized, where I didn't have to play with throttle or anything. I could just kind of get after it. But yeah, I mean, speed-wise, it's not like it's 0.2 faster or anything.
It still just doesn't look like it wants to get down into the corner and stick there. Like, it looks like it wants to be like a cool lane up or something.
Yeah, it's definitely quicker, but like I said, I already know what it does after 30 laps. Let me go back and look at telemetry here real quick. I want to look at that one set, the version 5 set, after, because I had like 11 laps on that one.
Yeah, I think you were running like 31 ones.
After what, 10 laps?
Well, or whatever, however many laps you ran. I don't know how many it was.
It was 10 laps I ran. Lap 3, I had 0.1, 0.1, and negative 0.1. So I'm still hitting in the right front with the splitter with that set.
Might put one more. Might have to put one more Packer shim in, because it sounds like it's sitting down as it runs.
It actually, after lap 10 though, it's like lap 4 is when I ran my fastest lap, or lap 3. Lap 4 it was 0.1. Then it was it scraped a little bit on lap 5. Then 6 it went 0. 7 went 0. 8 it went 0. 9 it went 0. 10 it went 0. It didn't hit. So after I ran about 6 laps, and then it picked up, and then the car was the right front was right at 0. But the left front at lap 10 actually picked up. I don't know if that's just because of the weight distribution, but the left front picked up a lot. On lap, like when I ran my fastest lap, I had 0.1, and then lap 5 I had 0.3, 0.3, 0.4, 0.4, 0.6, and on lap 10 I had 0.4.
Well, and the variance could be how hard you was, you know, if you were getting into the corner harder
Or
sometimes
clipping
and
the
not
apron.
others.
Clipping the apron will probably, no, it will spike it.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I ran 10 laps with a 30.1. And then this set, the last set I just ran, I ran 3 laps in a row in the 4 bracket, which ultimately was faster. But, oh shit, I forgot to look at the one with the caster change. I can't remember what version that one was, but I think it was just the original version. I ran 5 laps with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it just had the cast.
And it actually picked, on my fastest lap, it was 0.3 on the left front. And it just sparked out on the right front. And then
so obviously what's going on there then is when you go lower with the caster,
it almost
then you got to go lower with the splitter and
right.
on the left side and higher on the right side.
Yeah,
See, now it's because it's changing the angle of that front arm, you know.
I'm just going to put one more Packer shim in. I'm going to have to take some more Packer shims out of the left front. So I'm going to put one more in.
And big fat VR helmet, big fat sitting there showing setup.
What? What are you talking
that
about?
cat. That cat's not like the full screen, like the top inch of the screen. I can see the clouds, and then when you were sitting there and you had your head turned a certain angle, I could sit there and see a portion of the setup.
Fuck. Hold on, let me go fix him real quick. Oh, okay, I see him. Let me find setup blocker. Better?
No. I mean, maybe it will be the next time you go in. Yep, there it is.
Yeah. Can't see it now.
Move it up just a hair more.
Shit. Okay, I see what's going on.
I mean, I can just barely see. Yeah, there it is. Well, now it's showing at the bottom a little bit.
I want to really enlarge that motherfucker. For some reason. There. Is that better? I moved my headset all around. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Like I said, I could turn it off at any time and just to kind of so you can look at the set too, but I'm going to reload that again. Okay, then I'm going to add that Packer shim in the right front.
Yeah, so you would probably have to add one in the right front and probably take one out of the left front with that caster change because it's changing the angle of that upper arm. So obviously it's raising the left front a little bit when you do that.
Right. Damn, man, I'm barely fucking failing in the fucking right rear.
No, just put like maybe a half a pound of air pressure in. That's usually what I do when it's barely failing. I'll just stick a half a pound in.
All right. So this is still version 5. I went back to it because I want to see if there's something to having those rear ride heights way down like that. I want to see exactly what it feels like and stuff after a run.
Well,
first I got to get the splitter and shit first, but
my thought is you know, if it's keeping the rear of the car winch down more, that I don't know. I mean, I tried working on that all week and finally got it. So I just wanted to try it.
Something I got to pay attention to as well is the rake and see how much less rake that you got now.
I would almost think quite a bit less. I don't know.
See how super loose I got? I had to sit there and hold that wheel to about 1 o'clock just to get it to kind of come back to me. There we go, it's getting better now. It's getting better. Keep me posted on the time if you would. What time is it?
1/4 after 1.
Okay. Does this got a bigger left rear spring in it, you said?
Yeah, I was going to say if you're having problems with, you feel like rotate better, then you could probably go back down on that left rear spring. Of course, you know, I didn't have the rails or the splitter wasn't perfected when I made that change. So
yeah, because it's mainly it's just mainly from right there, center mark off. It feels like I'm scrubbing speed off in the front end. Like I just kind of quit turning. It feels like it's the left front to me, but it could be the left rear because my other set's got a 375 in it, and it really almost over rotates off.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you have to look on telemetry after this run and see where, you know, if you're hitting or not on that. Because maybe the Packer was too much.
Right, that could be. I'll look at that first before I make any more changes, but it's comfortable to drive now. I mean, I'm happy with how it drives. I just don't know if these lap times are going to be competitive after, because it is a tick bit slower to start.
It is.
But if it would continue to drive, like I said, the only complaint I got about it is really not so much a 3 and 4 anymore. It's mainly just off of 1, like at that center mark of 1 off. I just feel like if it can rotate better off, it wouldn't scrub speed.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking maybe that Packer too much. It seems to me that maybe it's the Packer shim because you was rotating really good off the corner before that change.
Let's see. I'm gonna go in here and look at this. Damn, man, I cannot. That left front, for some reason, man, that motherfucker just keeps picking up. My fastest lap, it's 0.5 up off the track, 0.3, 0.5, 0.4, 0.4 on my last lap. I got the right front where I want it. The right front is staying 0.1 all the way around, like 0 to 0.1. So I got the right front pretty happy.
Maybe try to
I'm gonna,
go down
I'm gonna take
on
that.
that left rear spring, and maybe that'll help to keep that left side sitting down.
All right, went down on that. Fuck. All right, there we go. Got everything good. I tried the left rear spring and then worked just a little bit of, try to get the splitter a little bit softer. I went down a little bit more on the left front shock spring, just 2 clicks. Just need that fucker to kind of just sit down. I feel like if I can get that thing to sit and stay around 0.1, I think that's where a lot of my rotation is going to come from. I think that's going to fix my center off. Because at the apex is when it's at its worst, because that's when it picks up the most. And I think that's what I'm getting at, developing that push. But accompanied with this spring change, it really may over-rotate. I don't know. That felt really good. And then rotated really good through there on new tires anyway. Probably gonna be too loose through here though. Not terrible. Over rotates. All right. .3 still. What the fuck? Why can't I get this motherfucker to sit down and stay? My front's still way up. Alright, man, I'm going to go the opposite way. I think I've been going the opposite way the whole time. I kind of remembered that fucking it actually had less travel the more Packer shim I put in the left front. So I'm going to add a whole big fat inch of Packer to it. So 2.75. And then reset ride height. Because I think I'm going the wrong way. Because, I mean, I'm going down quite a bit on that left front Packer. And it's just actually kind of just staying the same and picking up. So I'm going up higher on that. And I'm going to drop the left front down just a tiny bit. I'm going to give this a shot. I think this here will probably be pretty fucking close. Okay.
Yeah, see how the lights are already coming on and stuff?
Yeah. Whoa. Definitely felt like it just like it turns off the left front. Jacking that Packer up that high, I mean, it just felt like any kind of wheel input to the left, it just, like the left front just dug in and it just whipped. I'm going to look at it on telemetry because, I mean, I'm pretty sure I went too ham with it. I just needed a direction to go here. Oh, yeah, I'm a whole inch up off the track. So now with that being said, all right, I'm going to go back out and give it another whirl here. Yeah, it's officially nighttime now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what it was doing.
I mean, it's about normal, I guess. I know at the very end, because it does start in late evening, and then I don't know. I mean, it's technically 6 o'clock, I guess, so give it about a 45 minutes, an hour, sunset, around 7, I would guess. Ooh. I'm telling you what, though, man, that thing is just turning on a dime. Like, I gotta be so fucking smooth with the wheel in order not to just want the car to spin. better this time that the tires are scrubbed. It's feeling better and better each lap, but it's way too loose to fuck with at the beginning. Man, if this, I just drove through there wide open. I mean, I paid the price on exit, but I think I'm on to something, because I mean that there, I drove wide open through there. I think I need to get a little bit sealed off better, or maybe take a little bit of packer out. But it seems like the higher packer shims that you have in the left front, man, that thing just turns like on a dime.
Yeah.
I think I went too ham, obviously, but I'll take some out, because I know if you don't have enough, you know, it kind of gets lazy. Well, that there, the changes that I made, I have the left front 0.1, middle splitter 0.1, and the right side hitting. So I think I need to put a packer in that one. Need to somehow get the left side. Now the rails are a tiny bit off, but I want to kind of do the same philosophy on the right front. Now that I got it, maybe I can actually go down with a softer left front spring now, because it should compress it more into the corner, which will get the rails and stuff closer. Because I don't think I can really do it with packer shims. I don't know. I'll take this out here. I took the left front spring out of it. Kept the, may have to adjust the left front packer and shock spring, because it's going to probably compress differently, but now it's not wrecking loose in the beginning. Now it's just loose.
only thing that worries me is I just don't think you're ever going to see that kind of grip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just getting further into the night.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm actually overheating. Yeah, I was sitting there, my gauge was blinking a little bit, going down into 1, blinking a little bit, going into 3. But my lap times look pretty good though. Till this last one though, but I'm gonna go in and check the splitter and stuff, but that felt pretty good. I was able to get into the 4 bracket on my fifth lap. You're in a 6, a 6, a 5, a 4, a 6, a 6, and then the 8, I kind of messed that one up. I probably would have been another 6, but tire wear looked good. I had 93 and 93. I had 259 right front hot, 254 right rear hot, so pretty good there. I'm gonna look at it on telemetry and kind of see as the laps progress, see what I kind of see like a trend or anything. There we say, what the fuck? Forgot the big fat load it. There we go. All right, 0.1, 0.1, -1 on my fastest lap. My warm-up laps, I had -0 on the right front splitter. Splitter hit just a little bit. And 2 right there in the middle of 3 and 4. 0.1 on the left front, 0.1, 0.4, 0.5. Damn, man, left front still out of control. Left front still is, for whatever reason, it's just the left front's not staying down. I don't know if it's because maybe it's got less weight on it or.
Well, that could be.
But it's just after lap, basically, it just needs to come down, I think. My very fastest lap, when it was most loaded up, I had 0.1 left front splitter, 0.1 middle, and then I had a -1 on the right, and I hit a couple times. I'm almost thinking that maybe put some arm symmetry in it, kind of winch down that left more. You know what I mean? Because it just seems like that's what I need. I need the left front to kind of be pushed down more, and the right front needs to be picked up just a touch.
Well,
We got
yeah,
mid symmetry, so I'm thinking maybe slap a 4 in it and then just kind of see.
Yeah, or try a 3. That's kind of the in between.
Yeah. Well, I got it set up for 4 right now, and that way I can really see. Motherfucker. What happens?
The problem is it's going to fail inspection probably.
No, once I got it close. Can you still see stream? Is it just black?
Yeah.
Let me know if it doesn't go. I'm going to join another session here.
Yeah, I was going to say you probably should anyway, since you got the car pretty decent anyway, to get into a fresh one and see where it's at.
Should I get in big fat race room? Big fat 4 people in there. Tony Scumbag and Wakefield.
Yeah, I would. I would get out there and try to run with some people and see, because
well, you keep me informed. You keep me informed on the.
Well, it's 20 till.
Because there's 4 people registered now. So if the car feels pretty good here, I'm gonna try to do a decently long run here with the arm symmetry. I'm gonna do a couple laps, look at it, and if it looks pretty good, then I will join in. But let me know if this pops back up like the stream does. Because I assume it's still black, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, whatever it is at horizon.
Yeah, just let me know when if you see like the loading screen or anything. If not, I'll just stop the stream and then I'll restart another one.
I mean, it shouldn't. The stream shouldn't stop.
Well, I just don't think I've ever exited out a whole practice like and then re-enter something else. I just didn't know if it would automatically just kick it back on.
Yeah, I mean, it never cut off. I mean, I can see loading.
All right, I'm in here now. Do you see anything or?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it never cut off.
Well, I know it didn't. I just didn't know if it was going to stay a black screen.
No.
Okay. All right, I'm going back out with the forearm symmetry. That's the issue that I'm having is like just the left side rails, even going way softer and stuff with that. It's just like the left side just picks up. Like there's a lot of travel in the left side. It just picks up, and I can't really get it to sit down even with the right front in the corners. And then as the run loads on, the left front picks up even more. Holy shnikes. I just gotta, oh shit, I gotta turn telemetry on here.
On that, you're probably gonna be pretty loose.
Yeah, that opening lap, it caught me off guard, so I kind of tiptoed through 1 and 2 just to make sure it was going to still be under me. Tiptoe a little bit through here. It feels good still.
Car's moving, he's on the bottom or the top.
Yeah, it's definitely definitely slick on the warm weather, which I like. I'd rather be like this and control with throttle, and then instead of sitting there all out and then trying to catch it when it breaks loose when it's a lot of grip. I actually think it's faster in the warmer weather, to be honest with you, because I can get the car pointed.
I've noticed.
Yeah, I just ran a 3.
I noticed we were faster in warmer weather than it was when it cooled down.
Yeah, I know. I just think that for whatever reason, I don't know why, but like the car just stays pointed really good. Like the cars actually start, I mean, you've seen I just ran a 3. This feels good though. Like I said, it was a little slick them first laps, but after that, man, the car is staying real, like, neutral in the front.
Well, yeah, with that left front being winched down, it's probably sitting down there and staying.
You would think I'd be sliding around all over the place in the hotter weather, but it's actually the opposite. I was sliding all over the place in the fucking dark time in the cool weather.
Yeah, I think with having the corner weights a lot more balanced, I think that's why it's allowing you to be able to run the front arm symmetry. Before, when we had all that left front weight, you couldn't run no arm symmetry because the car was on the track.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, the ideal thing is to run some because keeps that front end pin down. If it's still picking up a little bit, that means you can probably even go more.
It is a little bit, but the rail heights are dead nuts now. So I just need to take basically maybe 2 clicks of shock spring out of the left front, and I think that there will, because the splitter is up just a little bit in the left front. But the rail heights now, by doing the arm symmetry, it locked them in. It winched down the left front more, and then it picked up the right front. So the right front now is good. So now I'm going to kick that down to just 1,000. I did 2 clicks on the shock spring to really kind of see the window here. So yeah, I feel pretty good about that. So what time is it, by the way?
1:45.
Okay.
Well, at least we know the car's got speed in it.
Yeah.
That was the one thing I was worried about, that just wouldn't have any speed. Now, you know, it all depends on how long it has speed, but I don't know. I don't feel like it can be any worse than what you had the other night.
Oh yeah, last night was terrible. The night before, when I raced with Chris and was kind of keeping up with him until after 30, you know, I felt like that was my best set in the arsenal. But this here feels pretty good, so put it in race room and see what happens. Like I said, this is now I'm down to around 1,000 pounds left front shock spring, so that's pretty soft in the left front. But if it can keep that left front pinned, I think that's just going to translate into just more overall rotation and speed.
Well, and it should, and grip.
Because it's got the turn in.
Because see, there's where everybody's getting hurt as the session progresses. Everybody's getting tight because they're not rotating still. But you know, with what you just had in that last session where it was pretty hot, that the car was still rotating.
Yeah. I about lost it there trying to get after it, but I'm going to look at it here real quick. Mainly wanted to check, make sure I didn't overdo it with that change.
You might have.
Yeah, that put it right down at 0, and it's not touching the ground. So that
as long as it doesn't start digging into the track as the fuel burns off.
Well, what's crazy is with the less weight in the front, it's actually it seems like it's picking up. That's what I've seen anyway.
Well, which is kind of what we needed, because on the long run, that's why the car wouldn't turn down into the corner, I don't think.
All right. I'm going to try to just keep me posted on the time when we get about 5 minutes out. I'm going to go out and try to do a run until I have about 5 minutes left. And then that way it kind of give me a direction if the splitter is actually going to sink down, or if the right's going to sink down, or at least I want to run at least 10 to 15 laps to really get a good gauge on what it's going to do.
I'm pretty sure, wasn't that Tony Scumbag? He was in that Talladega session that day, wasn't he?
He might have been, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was.
What I run, Steve? I see it blinking.
274.
All right. Not bad, not bad.
Like I said, I'm just glad the car's got speed in it, because I was afraid it just wasn't going to happen. Like I said, one thing I like about that set, man, you can really drive that thing down on the wall.
Time.
52.
Lap times are pretty competitive, I think.
Yeah, I think this is actually, to me, I think this is late evening, because we were practicing late afternoon that whole week, and this is evening. Basically, still sitting there running mid-fives.
The only thing is I'm definitely starting to get a little tight into 3.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking that the splitter might be on the track a little bit.
I'll go and look at it, but those last couple laps, I noticed I had to kind of back off a little bit more to get it down to the bottom. I couldn't drive in the same. I mean, I think it's definitely a hell of a lot better than what I had last night. I mean, that last night one was, I shouldn't even have finished third. Only tire wear. I had 92 and 93.
I'm going to guess that probably that splitter was probably, that left front was probably starting to get on the track.
10 laps right there. Fastest lap, I had 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1. Lap 10, I had 0, 0, 1.
So it was actually, it was on its way down then.
Possibly. I mean, I could put maybe one click on it, but
I mean, if it was after lap 10, if it was down at 0, you know, if it travels any more than that, then it's going to start getting in the negative.
only thing
You might have started scraping. you know. Fat 55.
I put one shock spring in it, one click.
Yeah.
I saved it, and then I'm gonna. I think how I can do it is I can just minimize this, open this back up, and then withdraw here, but not exit out of practice. And then I can actually register for race. Damn, 11
Yeah.
people. 2 o'clock, man, it's bumping.
Oh yeah, they do in these cars. I mean,
All right,
seems like the 2 o'clocks always go official.
I know. I mean, I'm not hating it because I kind of like it because it gives me time to come home and tinker around a little bit and get my VR and
Yeah.
everything warmed up before. So, okay, I'm good. I'm registered for the actual race. They're here. You will have, if you would keep me informed when we hit 2. I want to go out just one more time here because with this,
Well,
no, I'm
you're
not.
already registered. It's going to kick you over the race now.
It won't because I didn't join in through the practice. You know, I was already in a practice and then I withdrawed, even though I'm still technically in this room.
Tighten the cars up.
Yeah. I mean,
Need some help on that.
yeah. I mean, you're basically down to 2 minutes.
Or the rear track bars. I just mainly wanted to make sure this wasn't going to break the set or anything stupid. It's crazy just how much a little bit of shock spring does to the splitter, how much it moves.
Yeah, I mean, being down to 1,000 pounds, that might have just been too soft.
I'm waiting for Dakota's name to pop up. Get in here, and I seen he was on.
Yeah, it's 159, man.
Okay, I'm pulling it over here. But yeah, like I said, if I would have withdrew and actually closed this practice room and then did it that way, and then it would have showed me how many registered, and then it would have kicked me into the race. But when you do it this way, you manually have to quit the game and then join session. So that's what I'm doing right now. All right, should be any minute here. That felt, I mean, of course, anything, man, in the first couple laps, it's always going to feel loose, but it's definitely not going to be any worse than it was yesterday. Like I said, yesterday I shouldn't even have got a third place finish. It was pretty bad.
Well, I mean, if nothing else, I mean, it's going to see if what we did tonight, is worth anything.
Correct, yeah. I'm going to keep my Mew on so that way I can log the telemetry. I'm going to close my actual telemetry app because I don't need it open. And then still streaming, so that's good. And as soon as I start joining session, I'm going to run up, take a leak real quick, and then I'm going to come down and save the setup and then load the qualifying. Cannot join. Why? Why can't I join? All right, there it is. I'm just going to keep you on. All right.
Yeah, I mean, because I can still look at the numbers,
Right. You can
you
still
know,
keep me informed.
on the screen. Because I can see your overlay.
Right. All right, peace. Give me a second. We'll run up, take a leak.
All right.
All right, you got me? Wow, I thought Dakota would be in here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, got me?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay.
Green flag. Checker flag. All of our supporters, everybody that's with us here today, and all the great bands that are here. We got a fantastic crowd. Beautiful day for a race. I hope you enjoy it. Could be on the inside here. The road's closed.
All right, you got me.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to this to a, oh, it already is 7. I'll try to 1080, but I don't know. Because I'm doing it off mobile hotspot on my phone.
Oh, yeah. It may buffer a lot. The high resolution, it's going to buffer more than likely. What'd you say it already is?
Kick it back now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to. It just can't. Need more data.
Big deep breath, but nice and smooth here. That's fun.
Good luck, driver.
Good luck, man.
Mike Kemp.
Hands guys up. Do what you can.
That's loud and clear, man. Good luck to you.
Thanks, sir. You too, bro. Yeah, you're blinking really bad, dude. Go ahead, 9, go ahead and meet me. Yeah, 8, you're blinking a little bit. Hey, you can have the inside right here.
How we looking, Chief?
I mean, you're up by 2.7.
You mean 3?
Well, there's a delay, and yeah. I mean, yeah, you're. It looks like you're about a couple tenths of lap faster.
For now.
Yeah. Is it already starting to get tight in 3?
I don't really know. I'm just trying not to drive hard in there and burn up the right front. So,
yeah.
kind of be taking it easy. I got a pretty good lead, so I'm just kind of rolling in a little easier into 3. Just trying to take care of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no sense in sitting there driving up hard. I saw it.
Oh man, that big fat dude's reeling me in.
The heck was that, Dan?
Yeah, it's like a couple tenths off. A couple tenths.
Yeah, he's eating me up about 0.2 a lap now. Yeah, he's going to get me pretty quick.
Might have maybe should have left them track bars where they were at.
I never touched him.
Oh.
Go ahead, I'll let you have it down here.
Working the bottom. Still there, inside. On your clear, clear.
I'm just a little too tight in. Tight in is a little bit. Just a little tight.
You'll get it.
Tight center a little bit. And hopefully these changes I make will help, but if we don't get a caution, it's going to be too late.
Outside clear.
You think it's a splitter? You think it's on a splitter? Or it's just balance?
Shit, I'm glad you said that. I forgot to turn telemetry on. I just now kicked it on. I can't really tell. It doesn't really feel like I'm hitting. It's just I'm just tight. I think I'm hitting a little bit, and so I'm just a little bit tight just overall. Not terrible tight, but just enough to where I'm not rolling into the center fast.
I was a little bit too worried. That's why I was worried about going too soft on that shock spring in the left front, because if there's travel in the car, then it's just getting on the splitter as the front goes.
Yeah, maybe I'll take the version 5 and then put that arm symmetry in it to get that squared away.
I'm gonna go inside right here, man. Yeah, man, all yours. Thank you, brother.
Inside. Still inside. Clear inside.
And I need a caution, because I think I can, if anything, I'll fucking put a little bit of left front air pressure in it.
Yeah.
Help kind of keep it from doing it. Either that or maybe I need to take that left rear spring back out. Because that's, I'm really lacking a lot in center, like center mark right through here.
What do you mean take the left rear spring back out?
Like put it back to a 375 where I played with it before. It's got the 400 in it. Because I'm just too tight. I mean, I'm just too tight on center off. I can manage it on entry just by lifting earlier, but I just can't keep a pace for center off. I really have to slow the center mark down, and then they just drive away from me. So I know these changes will help, but unfortunately, I'm going to either have to try to short pit a little bit take the risk and big fat short pit and hope that my changes are good enough to maintain. So I at least want second. I don't know if I can get the 4 car. I'm hoping after my changes I can be fine, but I think I can get to the 1 on this second stint. Because right now I feel like him and I are pretty fucking equal. The 1 car, I know he's tight too. I can just tell he's pushing real bad. Because he's about a whole lane up. Man, I really had to get off the gas there.
Either that or go up around track bars.
I did everything to free this thing up in center, everywhere. I'm gonna go down just a little bit on the left rear tire pressure. So I raised the left front up just in case if it is a splitter causing me to do this, it'll help. And then I just balance-wise, I just freed the car up all the way around. And I'm gonna catch him at the worst possible fucking spot. Right where my car is the tightest.
Outside. Clear.
I'll just follow you, 12. I'm just doing that now, and I'm not gonna race somebody hard.
You tell me if I'm at least, am I on pace with the 1, or is he still beating me a little bit, or? Yeah, that's fine. It's no biggie. I feel like we kind of maintained speed together. I was kind of close on him, and then I had to really lift out of the gas off of 1, otherwise I was going to knock the wall down.
Yeah, I mean, he ran a 5. He ran basically a 6 on his last lap, and he ran, you know, he's about almost 3 tenths quicker.
The 1 car? The one right in front of me? Not the 4 car. I know the 4 cars, he's out in zip code.
No, you guys ran pretty much about the same lap time there.
Like I said, I know he's tight too, because he's pushing up off these corners. I can see it.
I mean, maybe shouldn't have went so aggressive with the arm symmetry.
Yeah, maybe. I got telemetry running, so regardless, this here would be the best way to get the true data, give us, you know, I feel like it's closer. I mean, we got speed in this car. Now just got to work out the bugs, rather, I don't know what that may be, but...
Yeah, I would almost think that maybe just, I know, we'll find out after this.
Like I said, I got a short pit here to. Come on, crew.
It just seems like with these cars, it just seems like if you try to run them too low, they just like you just can't take all the travel out of the car.
Hard.
I don't know.
Move.
Outside. Clear high.
Changes work. You got on and off pit, get on and off pit road better than he does, and then the new tire time. I mean,
Oh yeah, I should.
I wouldn't push the car. I wouldn't push the car super duper hard to try to save distance.
Leader pit road.
The leader just pitted.
Because you're already going to be making up time.
Yeah, leader just pitted, so the one car's still out there. 4 car just pitted, so. Got the car. I mean, this thing's definitely touchy.
Halfway, this time coming back.
Yeah, going up and around on that piece on the track bars help get it up off the track.
Yeah. And then the left front air pressure adjustment.
Outside. Clear if you need it.
I knocked off a few seconds of the 4 car.
Nice job. 1 lap at a time.
I think the one car stayed out too long. He's still out there.
Yeah, that's
I mean, I'm lucky dog spot if a caution does come out now. I'm getting ready to unlap myself this lap, I'm sure. This one or next.
Two I'm pitting this lap.
Thank you.
Leader pit road. Good job, buddy. Great foot. Got your broke on the bottom.
But it definitely feels like it's on the right rear now. Like it's the way I'm turning in and the way that the throttle is. Like I'm not all the way in, all the way through the gas through here now. I'm kind of just rotating with throttle. If I get a caution, I might be in pretty decent shape. Because I can tell that the car is just definitely a lot more responsive with them changes. Like it's definitely freer. I just don't know. Just don't know if I'm going to get a caution to give myself a chance, but because I'm never going to catch the 4 car because he's got about 6 lap fresher tires than I do. I mean, he's right up there, but I think the one car, I don't know where he's going to end up at, but he's going to be way back there. Yeah, he's what, 11 seconds back? Got sweat sitting there rolling down my nose. Oh, they're wrecking. They're wrecking.
Wow, dude. Thanks, 11.
Damn it. I needed that caution.
I was down on the right line. What do you want? Now you to come up and just slam me and take me out of the race? I think you ought to look at the race button. I really advise you to do that.
Man, I was hoping that was going to be the caution I needed.
And you're a lap down to boot.
Come on, yellow. Yeah, it's starting to get a little tight again.
5.
Thanks, 2.
Inside.
Yep.
Clear him.
That's all yours, man.
Could be the right front hitting in.
I'll say hi when you catch me, Keith. Where?
Fuck. Looks like the one car kind of stalled out. He was reeling me in, and then he just kind of stopped. But like I said, the car is definitely a lot better at this point than it was last run. Last run, I was really having to slow down middle. This run, it's kind of weird, but it almost feels like the car is starting to come back to me. Weird.
You got about up there.
I know, I mean, because yeah, you're starting to drive away from that dude now.
Yeah. Like I said, it's definitely better at this point of this race here. It's definitely better. It's definitely not as tight. It's a little tight in, but the center off is a lot better. I'm able to really keep hammer down center off, and it's like I said, it's almost like the car is coming back to me. Like I can actually get down in a little bit better than I was, and then right through here I can just kind of keep this shit matted, and it's a little free, but it's fast still, or faster than his. Like I said, he's got about 7-8 lap fresher tires than I do. He stayed out a lot longer.
Yeah, it might just...
So I feel like we're ballpark. I hopefully look at the splitter here and see what the problem is. If I look at the splitter and see that there's an issue, then we address that. Then the rest, I mean, you see, I think maybe going down just one click on the left rear spring would really help center off. Or maybe even going up another round or maybe a half a round or something on track bars. Said now I'm actually putting distance on him now. I'm walking away.
Yeah, I might just have to start out with bigger track bars, you know.
Yeah, first off, I gotta see if nothing's hitting still at this point in the run, then yeah, we're gonna just work on balance now. Which the first stint was, you know, obviously pretty horrible. But now, like right through here, like I said, the car's still actually driving on the right rear. And I'm leaving him off the corners now. I'm gapping him. I'm putting a pretty big gap on him now.
It's all you. Thanks, 6. Did you save a bunch of tires? Not really. Just running my normal line.
Oh, caution. Caution. Yeah, something's definitely on the front. I think it is the left front. I definitely feel it over the bumps down there in one. I'm real happy with the car from center off now. If it's anything, I'm just maybe a tick loose. But like I said, it's just entry. It's just kind of... I know I ran over 40 laps on this set so far, and I was still in the 30s. I just now busted into 32 bracket. So I feel like that's pretty good progress. I mean, obviously, with me driving away from the one car, I mean, he reeled me in all the way to about 2 seconds, and now he's 5 seconds back, so definitely made good progress with the car. Apparently, he didn't make any changes.
Nice, Dave. That was close.
Telling me, man. That sucker's loose.
Hey, I'm right there with you, dude. I came up on the track bar 2 rounds, and I'm hating it.
Tire wear too, just to see if it improved any.
I didn't hear what you
Tight
said.
on
They
the
were
first
talking.
run, I went a couple pounds up on the right rear,
Wait
and
till
then
they're
added a
done
couple
talking
pieces of tape. She responded good for a little while, but she's all of a sudden gone to the free side bad.
Yeah, I honestly wasn't expecting a long run after the first pit stop because they usually get caution, but it is what it is.
13 car field though. I think we were able to pull it off though.
Yeah, the race is over. Take a look at tire wear just to see what it looks like.
Yeah,
I would almost this to be better.
Gonna be 2 laps to go.
Come on, caution. Come on, caution. What the hell is this fucking clown doing?
Put a white flag this time. Inside.
Hell of a win, Robbie. Good job, bud. Good drive. Good win.
Yeah, good job, man.
Yeah. Looks like you're definitely on the litter.
Good one, brother.
Man, had I known it had been all green, I wouldn't have started from the pits.
Checker.
Hey, good win, Robbie.
I'll look at tire wear right here.
Good win, yeah. Casey, I'm sorry about my part in that. I went back, I pulled into the pits, and I went back and I watched the replay. And you were right. I was up off the bottom of the pit, and I was right. You kind of
I
came
had
down
30
across my nose a
and
little
55.
bit. So I'm sorry for my part in it, man.
I just don't know if there's any